Innovative.
Ladies and gentlemen of the California Trap Trinity, hold on to your Kush blunts and your lace fronts. This is your number one choice for entertainment. It's your boy that always shine and keep the promos right on time. That's right, the promo king himself. Product 5 stacks and count.
You already know who it is. It's your girlfriend's favorite cameraman, Respect the Shooter.
And you are listening to Cali's finest on Power Radio Nation, broadcast live on
iHeartRadio.
Let's go.
Ugh.
Ladies and gentlemen of the California Trap Trinity, hold on to your lace fronts and your Kush blunts. This is your number one choice for entertainment. Cali's finest radio, authorized by the people. This is your boy that's back for more with promos hot and always score. That's right, the promo king himself. Product 5 stacks and counting, the inmate running this cuckoo's nest. We're broadcasting on Power Radio Nation live on iHeartRadio to the millions
And millions
of ears to get their daily dose of the streets. My boys are Innovative Cultures on visuals, and I know they got me. Today's Get Up and Grind quote, sponsored by the firm Public Relations, is through every dark night, there's a bright day after that. We're going to reveal who said that. I'm going to give you guys clues throughout the show, but we're going to try to determine who said that. So once again, the Rise and Grind quote is, through every dark night, there is a bright day after that. All right?
Is that Batman, nigga?
All right, so
Dark Knight.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started with some of these introductions. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, of course, my man's right here. This is Respect the Shooter, my bro, and everybody's favorite cameraman. Shooter, I want to ask you the question of the day. Mm-hmm. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. So if your girl or significant other puts on something that you know she doesn't look very flattering on her, such as maybe it's too small for her, maybe she's spilling out of it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you got a skinny one and maybe she not filling out the tights properly, right? Okay, so I ask you, how do you respond when she asks you, do I look good in this?
No.
Can you elaborate on that, doctor?
That's not what you do,
I
bro.
promise you.
You got a trickery. You can't mess with her feelings like that.
I'm not a big fan of makeup and stuff like that. So there's one time, this girl came to my house. She was going on a date. She got out the car. First thing I said was, "Why you do that to your face?" And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Why you do that to your face?" And she was like, "Why you say that to me?" I said, "Because you look better with no makeup. I don't know why you dolled yourself up." I said, then I said, "It looked like somebody gay did your makeup." And she said, "Yeah, my cousin, he's gay." I said, "Yeah, I could tell." I said, "You shouldn't have let him do that to you." But it's just, I got to be honest, because I don't want her, if I tell her she look good in that, she going to wear it again. She going to wear it again. She going to wear it again. So eventually I'm going to have to say, look, I don't like that. I don't like that shirt. I don't like that dress. I got to say it. And bro, if a girl don't like something about you, she damn sure going to tell you. So why not do the same thing, whether your feelings hurt or not, bro?
Hold on. When you was raised, they said always be polite to the ladies. So, you know, these millennials, you should have tricked her. You should have been like, "Hey, baby, we're not going to go to the movies no more. We're just going to watch Netflix at my house." And keep doing that until she gets the picture without telling her. At least you won't hurt her feelings.
Nah, I don't care about that.
Now that strategy right there was brought to you by a good friend of mine right across the table. My boy, like, man, one of the best promoters in this game. He one that definitely gave me the sauce. So I owe a lot to this man right here. Welcome to the Trap Trinity, my bro Mike, the promoter.
Oh, you already know. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Damn, man.
Thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you sound excited.
Hey, I'm always the background guy. That's why I'm a promoter. I don't like being in the spotlight.
He don't, though. He don't. Yeah. You know what always impressed me?
I'm like Suge Knight. I was in the back, but I'm not that aggressive like that nigga.
You know what always impressed me about you is from the day one when I met you, whenever you advertise your services, you use your real phone number. You ain't got no problem with dropping your name like you. That's how you stay solid.
Yeah. When I first started promoting back in the day, it wasn't promoters, bro. It was like your name guest list. So if your name was like Andre Jackson, you'd be like Andre Jackson's guest list. So that's why I went with Mike, the promoter, because I'm promoting. My name is Mike. And I think in real life, every real street nigga knows like your name hold weight. And you can't escape who you are. So when people be having like 5 or 6 or 7 different names, them niggas are goofy to me. So I just chose to use my name. So like, people from elementary, middle school, high school, the neighborhood I was raised in, they all be like, oh, that's my nigga Mike. And if my name was anything but negative, I will fix it later. Because like, you know, when you grow up and people be like, oh, this nigga this and that, I'll challenge those people as it happened instead of like acting like nothing happened and then my name get blown up.
Right. Oh, no doubt. And you've been doing this it's been like, what, almost 20 years, if not 20 years you've been doing this?
It sounds like a long time. I'm only 34. I'm only going to say that because we're getting up there in age. But my homie right here, Black Mac, Godbody, we've been partying literally since like Horseman Middle School. This nigga daddy gave this nigga a car in the 7th grade. So this nigga used to pick us up. We used to go to the 212s, the Mixed Nuts, the Soda Pop, the Boogie. If you from L.A., you know those spots. But remember this, though. We was only 16, 15 in there with the 21-year-olds. So we learned a lot real young.
Talk, man. Nah, you know what? I wasn't introduced to the club like lifestyle until I got a little bit older. But like, I was always something I wanted to do. I always wanted to see what it's all about. And like,
yeah, because you was in Southgate with the Quinceañeras and all that.
We're not doing that on air, Mike.
I just messing with you.
We're not doing that on air, Mike.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking,
man.
I'm joking, bro.
But yeah, man, we keep our fingers on the pulse and we always get results here at Cali's Finest Radio. So we're going to get into a little bit of trap activity brought to you by Wild Black Clothing. Hey. I sit across the table from the CEO himself. And you feel me? The message that I get from it, whether you podcasting or filming or doing music or even on the soundboards, you doing it Wild Black. You know what I'm saying? Can't shake that. You know what I mean? Tight. Absolutely. So let's get into this. Okay. So firstly, now on a previous show we talked about the Super Bowl halftime show with Rihanna. Okay. There's a lot of crazy things that went on in that whole performance. The FCC, okay, which is the Federal Communications Commission or something like that, I believe so. They received 103 complaints because of Rihanna's performance. Most of those complaints claiming that it was basically pornography, that it was sexually explicit. Okay, so I know what we thinking off to they just trying to keep a black person down. She
grabbed her crotch a couple times.
She did. No, she didn't just grab her crotch. Like, she grabbed her crotch and then like smelled her hand, bro. Like, she did all that. Like, she was.
You gotta remember
she was on one.
You gotta remember this. The reason why she did the baby bump suit is because it's maternal, and when it's maternal, you could be anything that's nature. So no matter what those complaints are, she won't get any stipend or she won't get in any kind of trouble because who's gonna go against a mother showing her body?
Yeah. Do you think now? I mean, let me get y'all thoughts on this. Do you think that these complaints? Because we know where these complaints came from. We know exactly
Karen.
Exactly the Karen community. Do you think though that all of the backlash is coming from that direction, or do you think maybe she might have pissed anybody else off in any other way, like advertisers?
Super Bowl is becoming the halftime show since Jay-Z took over. It's becoming too black.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you know, they already shook over there when it comes to Super Bowl. Y'all remember when y'all was watching and Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake and all that. First of all, that was planned. Come on, man. Like, you.
Want me to tell you what it really is? Because you got to look at her numbers. Because you know they didn't pay her for the Super Bowl show. Her Fenty brand went up 800%. Like, she sold out pretty much on every single category. So what people are failing to realize, they're seeing it like, wow, every time we bring these black names into these halftime shows, they're selling out on all their products. And that's what they don't like. So they're trying to find anything negative to like tarnish our brand or tarnish like what we got to present. But everybody knows she killed it. And the thing was, I thought she was going to bring out Jay-Z or bring out somebody. She did it by herself, bro. She got so many bangers. I was even surprised. I sang like 5 of them songs. I was like, I know the Rihanna songs. Like, I'm singing this shit out loud. Like, this is my shit. But like it's sugar free or something.
That's a fact. I wouldn't even say this was a situation where they just trying to hold a black woman down. I mean, it was. She had some little over the top, the performance.
118 million views, bro. Come on now.
Yeah. And when it comes to big business, most of them probably didn't even care.
That's half of the
anyway.
United States watching this shit.
That's
it's only like 300 million people in the United States. So do the numbers, bro.
Coming to, I don't want to say black, but if you come into hip hop, you know,
Yeah,
they
for
used to
them,
have different rock people.
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing about when Bruno Mars did it, and he wasn't.
Janet
putting out
Jackson
about his
titty
music.
came out. Why didn't anybody say nothing about that?
The Jacksons are
Everybody
loved.
loved it.
The Jacksons are loved, though.
Let me tell you something. The slow mo and pause feature on people's TiVo wasn't used as much as it was that night.
Yeah.
Because like it was so quick, but it was Janet Jackson's titty.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like for
All
real.
the perms
For free.
came out. All the
For
perms
free.
come out at night.
Yeah, for free. You got to see that for free, man. But that was just they thought it was traumatizing to the kids, nigga. We talked nonstop about that when we got to school on Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true.
On the real, man.
If you knew what you was doing on the internet.
Only
back then,
bad part
you coulda
was
saw her naked
it
in the
happened in
Man.
front of family, so it's not like you could like you know. So I had to go back and watch it later. But anyway, moving right along. So like okay, so when it comes to the hip hop culture, it comes to music, right? Okay, this is an interesting thing that I noticed. Lil Duval. Now, first, okay, let's get into Lil Duval a little bit. Did y'all hear about his tweets, the other tweets? Okay, so Lil Duval has some questionable tweets that he put out years ago when he was, I wouldn't say like famous, but he was like, you know, kind of famous. And he put out a tweet, something along the lines of, when my daughter turns 10 years old, I'm going to be the first man to dig her out, like dog her out.
He said that?
Yes, he said that.
But
That's his tweet.
I remember that. But what kind of dogger out do you mean? Because you know people have different slangs in different cities. In LA, dogger out might mean
It was something
like
about
fucking
the girls.
shit out of her.
It was something about the girls.
Atlanta
period,
might
bro.
be like I'm gonna put her in a situation where
period.
she knows
Yeah.
a bad situation can happen. So you gotta understand.
No, listen though. He made a comment. I would think that too, right? But
He is a
somewhere
comedian,
I
too.
gotta try to find that. I'm gonna try to find that tweet. But he said something to the effect of, once let me find out that she got her period. Like basically, I'm gonna be the first nigga to dog her out. Any kind of way to me, I feel like that was just not.
Man,
right
I ain't
to
gonna
say.
lie, bro. From my point of view, everybody have a different understanding of simple words. So I don't know how to misjudge that. But if he was talking about like digging his own daughter out, I'm Belizean and our family's mostly based around females, so I can't tolerate that one. You know, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
That's that pedophile shit right there.
But yeah, so he was saying he was hacked. I mean, they all say that. You know what I'm saying? But who really knows?
That
Who
could
really
be true
knows?
too. I don't think he would say nothing that demeaning or negative towards his own daughter. I don't think so. Especially Atlanta got that
I don't know
what they
who
call
that
it down south. That not brotherly love. What they call it down south? When you from down south and they show you love.
Southern hospitality.
Yeah, so they know they roots. Like they respect they ladies out there to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Unless you're a rapper
I
or
don't know
something.
about that one. I don't think it meant what I don't know what it meant, because bro famous and he know anything he say is like could be
Liable.
pinpointed on anything. But to say that, either way, bro, you can't stop your daughter from having her period. It's
That's
gonna
some
come.
strong
bro.
words right
So
there.
I'm a dog her out. Like like you said, what do you mean by that? You gonna do her? You gonna show her that niggas is dirty and doing it wrong and stuff like that? But I don't get it.
No,
Dog
that's-
her out.
That's real. It's very disturbing, and people been kind of like brushing it off. He said he
I
was.
thought
hacked.
LA version of Dogger Route was running a train or something. Ain't that our version?
That's
in
why
LA?
I was weirded out by.
We gonna dog her shit
yeah,
out,
that's why I was
like,
weirded out
what?
by seeing the tweets. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. This is still about Lil Duval. So Lil Duval, he actually tweeted. He was saying that he made couple tweets basically saying that podcasting and Afro beats is ruining hip hop.
I'm gonna say it's a good thing and a bad thing. The bad thing
Podcast and Afro beats. That's a hell of a combination.
because Afro beats is already it's a genre of a genre. That's why like Afro beats is a secondary to what we got going on literally right now. Podcasting. I think the thing with podcasting is now anybody with a computer and a microphone can share their opinion. And the things is protocol like just going to high school. If you popular, you make the rules. If you was a nerd, you do the school shit. And I feel like now that podcasting, you could just literally buy a phone or something from Best Buy, hook that shit up, and you can say whatever you want. And if you can get popular, and then they're skipping the protocol, the real nigga protocol, and that's basically it. That's like the big homie Speedy from BMF. He used to always say that. He used to always tell me like, if you're gonna move to where you're respecting your own self. And a lot of people are doing it for the clout. They'll do it for $1. I've been a club promoter for 15 years, and the only thing people know about me is my logo. Like, that I don't do. I'll be in people's faces. Like, people always ask me to be in their music video. Like, if I didn't grow up with you or know you, it's out of pocket for me to be at your video, even though you're inviting me. But if we're making a transactional thing with money, I will show up. Or if like you my homie, you told me to come here, I'm gonna come. Yeah. And I think a lot of times people just do stuff for clout, and that's not what we about in LA.
So okay, so RZA actually would agree with you that it's not ruining the hip hop culture. I mean, Afro beats is, I guess I would say that's, to me, I feel like that's like an acquired taste. I'm not the biggest fan of it. You know, I like women. A lot of women love that shit, so naturally, I'm gonna take some kind of liking to it.
It's really our culture, though. If people want to talk bad about Afrobeat, but think about it, those are real African niggas from Africa doing this. The Afro beats literally say, like, look at the name. And then there's people from Europe that's been peeping our culture for 30, 40 years. But think about it, you can't really bang in Paris, so they see our culture in LA, like, okay, we're gonna do Afro beats, and we're gonna give our version of what we see in the United States. So I'm Belizer, bro. So I'm gonna have to say I fuck with Afro beats.
I fuck with Afro beats. I don't probably don't listen to everything.
Burna Boy is doing this shit.
Burna Boy, Tim's. I even like Black Sheriff. You know, but I feel like the whole Afro beats thing. I don't get what he's talking about. The podcast, what is done for hip hop is the same thing that.
I had to literally go live. Look, this one of them Afrobeat niggas right now. Hold on. This shit, that's that Busta Rhymes remake right
we
there.
on air right now.
You can't even play that. It's copyright.
Hey,
but look, okay.
I played it on YouTube, so we're not gonna get in trouble. Cause YouTube was on my phone. That's a Samsung. That's a I don't know what it is.
Don't even worry about it. Don't even trip.
Look, podcast is the same way that David Stern blew up the NBA, basically.
Oh yeah.
The NBA was just over here. Until Michael Jordan and them, they went overseas and it became bigger. So he started, pulling in different countries of players and stuff like that. It was different people playing basketball that wasn't playing basketball at the time. So rap, what podcasters is doing is extending rap, extending hip hop. So it's not ruining it. It's just showing we got the
in-betweeners.
The drill beats came from Europe. Those are European beats.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's some nice European rappers. So even the battle rappers that's out there, but podcasting and stuff like you doing, like, or I'll say we doing, and just reaching out to the unknown, the black businesses that don't get shine like that.
Yeah,
facts.
And, you know what I'm saying? So it's not ruining nothing.
I want to add on to what you're saying, because honestly, if you really look at the biggest picture, people only worry about the actual celebrity, like the fashion mogul or the artist or the producer. But how about the PR or the A&R or the person that tapped in the venue for that publicist? And those are the people creating the podcast. Because they're like, man, I remember, I'm not going to say no names because it's not in my lane to say any names, but I'm going to give you a prime example. Like being a club promoter, promoters could probably be the people creating these podcasts because they book the celebrities, they book the A&R, they book the publicists, but nobody give them a credentials. There ain't no awards for promoting. It ain't no awards for a lot of these people. So they're like, you know what, since I ain't got an award, I got a voice, and I'm going to put a platform on it. Yeah. And since I'm in Nigeria or since I'm in Zimbabwe, reggaeton or whatever you want to know, they're going to do their own thing.
It's interesting. Before we go to break, I want to say this real quick. Interesting that you said reggaeton because
that's a part of it. That's Caribbean, bro.
I feel like the reggaeton movement coming about is kind of like what Afrobeats is going through. Like in the beginning when reggaeton first came out, it was a lot of resistance from our people that was like, yo, that's a little too close to what we do already.
Think about it like this. Ricky Martin and Pitbull is the first version of who? Bad Bunny. The only difference is Bad Bunny blew up on social. Daddy Yankee, we gotta give him all respect. Bad Bunny, he blew up because he has all the reggaeton people. He have all the people from the United States. He got all the people from the Caribbeans fucking with him, and he's winning. But he has to show his respect, and I'm not talking bad about him because I like Bad Bunny. But Pitbull is the original Bad Bunny. That's like how Dr. Dre said, nigga, we started this gangster shit. Like,
No, that's facts,
So
bro.
think about it. Imagine if Pitbull started right now. He'd be killing it. Sean Paul, give me the line.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the line.
Yeah.
What? You know the girls? What?
Have you ever heard his real voice though? Sean Paul's real voice?
Yeah, he's like Caribbean.
No, he's real.
It sound like one of my uncles.
Yeah, he don't.
He white.
Yeah.
Shaggy.
Shaggy, that's Shaggy. Yeah, that's Shaggy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sean Paul is white, bro.
Sean Paul.
No, he is. He came out. He said it.
That's
he's not even Jamaican. He's not even black.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's white.
Oh, he's not even mixed.
No.
Like,
So why he does? Oh, because you got to remember when I went to Belize for the first time when I was younger. I went to Belize and I thought I was about to see like a third world country, but when I went there, I seen light skinned people with green eye, long hair. I seen Asians in there. I seen white people. You got to remember. That's because they weren't migrated to that country. That don't mean their family didn't have businesses and raise families there. Yeah. So sometimes, like, you know, like our 8 Mile version of Eminem, we have our white versions of everything or Latino versions of everything. So we're going to let that nigga slide. We're going to let him slide on that one.
Hey, okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're gonna roll into a little bit of music, okay? This is Stack's Smooth Sounds, where we give y'all a little taste of the independent music movement out there. If you'd like to hear your music on this station, all right, please tap in with the email. Email me them tracks. Cali's Finest Radio 1, that's CALISFINEST Radio, all one word, 1 on the end, at gmail.com. Okay? Tap in with us, man. We want to hear it. But if it's trash, we throwing it in the trash. You feel what I'm talking about?
I'm not playing no trash shit, bro. I'm not, bro.
Not at all. We ain't doing none of that. Mike for damn show ain't promoting that.
We're going to call it ass or cash.
That
if
part
it's
right
ass,
there.
it's ass. If it's cash, it's cash.
That's
Simple
what I'm talking
as
about.
that.
Hey, look. It's
Well,
up, it's
cash
stuck,
to the bank.
and it's never coming down. This is Cali's Finest Radio. We'll be right back.
Take a ride with me.
It's good.
Ride with me.
And I actually read
One
good.
time
That's
for that
fun.
east side. These streets, let me talk to him one time. Can't shake it, can't fake it. Gotta tell you how it is in these streets. Ride with me. In these streets. How it is in these streets. How it is in these streets. Ride with me. Talk to him. Ride with me. Can't shake it, can't fake it. Gotta tell you how it is in these streets. Ride with me. Just ride with me. How it is in these streets. How it is in these streets. Learn to pop pistols in elementary. Daddy taught me to shoot so the next man couldn't get to me after being molested. Said it was my protection in this life. You on your own. My most valuable lesson as a fearful little kid. Had to do what I did. Grip the steel, pull a trigger just to get over the fear. Mentality went beast. Life exposed to the streets. Robbing people, selling dope, man, just so I can eat. I live life without no lights, no gas in the street light. Slept on the floor, so straight bullets went in my life. House getting raided, man, every other day. Only 7 years old. AKs in my face, they put you on, put you off, and DP in my backyard. Call it headquarters, play for keeps. I pull your gangster card. Looking out the window, knew what I wanted to be. End up sitting in a pen, life exposed to the streets. These streets. Let me talk to him one time. Can't shake it, can't fake it. Gotta tell you how it is in these streets. Ride with me. In these streets. How it is in these streets. How it is in these streets. Ride with me. Talk to him. Ride with me. Can't shake it, can't fake it. Gotta tell you how it is in these streets. Ride with me. Just ride with me. How it is in these streets. How it is in these streets. Whole team burn it up around me. On the roof in the bushes. Cold scheme. I made it off a wall. It's God's dream. Drive-bys, DPs, sirens. Grab a plate, bust it down. The whole thing. 7 grams, then a half, not a whole thing. Seen it all before I turned 13. Living in a war zone, mama turned dolphin. Fiending for myself, gotta play the streets. Grab my burner and my pride, how I play the streets. 4'11", but my ego stand 6 feet. I break a nigga down with that pound, ain't no bitch in me. Respect my mind, or we can take it. To the streets, line it up, watch me lace it. I'm 10 toes in it, watch me make a dream out the struggle that I live, that I seen. These streets, let me talk to him one time. Can't shake it, can't fake it, gotta tell you how it is in these streets. Ride with me. In these streets, how it is in these streets. How it is in these streets. Ride with me, talk to him. Ride with me. Can't shake it, can't fake it, gotta tell you how it is in these streets. Ride with me, just ride with me. How it is in these streets. How it is in these streets. Let me talk to him one time. Take a ride on that east side. Ride with me, just ride with me. How it is in these streets. How it is in these streets. Ride with me, talk to him. Just ride with me. Take a ride on that east side. Ride with me, just ride with me. How it is in these streets. How it is in these streets.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I gotta tell you, I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too, but I'm glad we are.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and life experiences come together through conversation, and it feels good.
Wow, your story is so...
Interesting?
Yeah.
When people actually sit down, talk, and listen to one another, they can break down boundaries and connect as human beings. At lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep, you can listen to amazing, life-changing conversations and find simple tools to start a conversation of your own.
I know one thing. This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together by having the courage to start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? I mean, they go back to college, learn new instruments, start skateboarding. Whoa! Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back.
Woohoo! Gnarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
If you was mine, you was mine, girl, you already know. If you was mine, we'd be chillin' top floor. If it was mine, baby, you'd be out of control. Girl, let's higher. Girl, I want you mine, yeah. Tryna hit the corner with my bitch so we can drag off. Tryna get her back with my bitch so we can brag off. Bad bitch, sun clean, she ain't nice. Even if I had a bad day, I live it up at night. Try to get it done. That's a go, get it a go tight, yeah. Pro bitch like a pro, I said she want a nigga in the field, it's the pro life. 4 liter full of drugs, but I know it look like coke, right? She said she wanna go skinny dipping and get her mind right. I told her I wanna go skinny dipping and get my diet right, oh yeah. Feeling much panic when I pull up, I ain't planning. I'm from Long Beach, California, got a bitch named Sandy. I need a bitch with her own back, so I ain't got a hand. Need a bitch with her own back, so I ain't got a hand. Need a bitch with her home bad, I fuck her home man. You ever beat this shit so good that she thought he was a real dad? Your bitch got ass wagging cash, she a real pack. I'm tryna keep it real, I'm not a pimp, but I'm still macking. Yeah, I'm still macking. She only want me cause she know I'm beating it up. She only want me cause she thinking I'm eating it up. She only want me cause she thinking I'm into that stuff. I'm only in it one night, I'm kicking her I'm only giving one kick, so I ain't giving no punch. I see, she don't even know. Girl, I'm looking right there that you don't even know, She be the one that I want. She be the one that I want. She be the one that I want. She be the one that I want, yeah. If you was mine, you was mine, girl, you already know. If you was mine, we'd be chillin' top floor. If it was mine, baby, you'd be out of control. Girl, let's higher. Girl, I want you mine, yeah. Tryna hit the corner with my bitch so we can drag off. Tryna get her back with my bitch so we can brag on.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
The following is made possible by Dad.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling all over it.
The dad joke. Corny, grown-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
Why do you have to be careful when it's raining cats and dogs? Because you might step in a poodle.
And kids that spend more time with their dads grow up to be smarter, more successful.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
And, with any luck, funnier adults.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because he didn't have anybody to go with.
Dad jokes rule. So take a moment to make a moment and give your kid a laugh. It's as easy as going to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
That's really funny.
Innovative.
Yeah.
Hey.
We back in the spot, man. Once again, that is Stack Smooth Sounds. A little tiny piece, a little taste, a little snippet of that West Coast independent music. If you want to have your track played, please send it in once again to Cali's Finest Radio 1. That's CALISFINEST Radio, all one word, 1@gmail.com.
It's going to cost you. It might cost you a little. Might cost you a lot.
But it's going to cost you.
But it's going to cost you.
Yeah,
that was legendary right there. But it's going to cost you.
That's some real
It ain't
shit.
free, nigga.
Hell nah, man.
Speaking of what ain't free, people's attention spans isn't free at all anymore, and it's very hard to keep people's attention. I bring that up because I noticed something today. I was just watching my little videos and whatnot, and I was watching a movie trailer for this movie. The movie's called Cocaine Bear. Have y'all heard of it?
Oh, yeah.
You heard about it,
True
right?
story, yeah.
It's based on a true story, but they say this like majority of it is like, embellished, like Hollywood. You know?
70% of it is made up, but the whole point, the only thing that really happened was the coke fell on the ground and the bear actually gobbled a pound of that shit or whatever a brick is. The nigga went crazy, and that's all the real story is. But of course,
he died with his stomach full of cocaine still.
Why did this nigga give us the end of the movie? I hate when niggas do that.
It got in his stomach and rocked. No, but
I don't wanna see that
I didn't
story,
see the
not the
movie,
movie,
but
it's the
I
story.
already know the story
So if we
before they
know
made
he's
this
gonna
movie.
Die,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can Google that. So yeah, I can't be mad at it.
Anything do that much cocaine, it's over.
Even a bear? I thought the nigga was like 1,000,000 tons. And that nigga
still,
No, bro, he ate a lot. They said when he ate it, it got in his stomach and it rocked back up.
Damn,
so it rocks. Yeah.
So nigga was really on crack
he was
when he
gone.
died.
He was gone.
Crazy. If it was in that big of an amount, then it was probably like uncut, right?
Yeah.
So they got that pure.
So
So
whatever drug dealer got caught, that ain't got animal cruelty. He got all that shit on
They
his
smacked him with that.
Yeah, because that's fucked up.
They're on the real. But the reason why I bring that up is because, I mean, is it that bad with our attention spans now that they running out of ideas in Hollywood? Like, it really feels like that. It feels like they just kind of like, whatever they think might stick. I mean, you see that with Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
With Netflix, they put all kinds of crazy shit on there.
The thing I like about Netflix, though, I did some research on them. They hire a lot of independent contractors. So sometimes those people never even had a name because of Netflix platform. You got to remember, Netflix, you got to look at Netflix as a warehouse. And so at this warehouse, you can do renter's booth. Like, you know how barbers pay $150 or whatever? So that's how Netflix is treating the movie industry. You go do the work. We got the platform, nigga.
That's what YouTube did. If you go to the where they film all the YouTube, they got a whole little office where they got different rooms, different movie sets, and all that stuff in there.
But look at what they doing now, though.
Yeah,
They're starting.
They got big.
They're starting to Hulu and on Netflix. They're trying to sign the actors now. So they're like, nigga, you can't go to Hulu no more. You gotta stay over here. There's some hood shit going on.
Right.
Netflix, nigga.
That's true. But they giving up money though.
Yeah, the big bucks.
Hell yeah.
And they giving you a living situation. One girl I met, I was in an Uber doing an Uber share, and she was like, "Yeah, they pay for my living situation. Even if your show's only 2 or 3 months, they give you the whole year free rent in Hollywood.
That's
Netflix
dope.
headquarters.
That's dope.
So if you can't figure out how to play, there's something wrong with you.
me and Shooter, we developing the idea for a concept for a movie right now. Like, we, you know what I mean. We just gotta get the script all situated and everything. But
Let me
that's
guess, Southgate?
definitely. Right.
Hey, you know I gotta talk shit all night, bro.
Good God, bro. Oh,
you know who I am? Remember off of Nutty Professor?
Yeah, man.
When Nutty Professor went in there and slammed this nigga head inside the motherfucker.
The piano.
He was like, man, get this nigga out of here.
Reggie,
nigga, I'm Reggie, nigga.
Crazy. But okay, you also said something about like Netflix and then like fights. Have y'all heard about the Floyd Mayweather Aaron Chalmers fight that's coming up? I think
I don't want to hear about Mayweather no more. This nigga's already a billionaire. Like, come on.
He's getting in the ring again, though. I mean, that's
could Mayweather bring the California Radio out there to host the event or something?
I would like that.
He said he fighting who?
His name's Aaron Chalmers.
I heard that name before. I heard that.
I watch boxing.
Now, that's cool and all.
He a real fighter?
Sure, yes, he a real fighter.
Oh, okay.
That's cool and all, and I'm pretty sure Floyd gonna put hands on him and do what he gotta do. But the reason why I bring that up now is because there's an undercard on that fight. Mm-hmm. There are two reality TV stars, Tommy Lee and Natalie Nunn, two females, getting in the ring. Now, I don't know much about either one of these females, but I've been watching the TikToks and the YouTube shorts, the viral videos. Tommy Lee has been bullying this bitch Natalie Nunn, like all the way from the announcement to the fight.
So we know Natalie Nunn gonna win.
I don't know. I don't know. The confidence that she keep attacking her with, it's like she feel like she gonna beat the brakes off.
What was that fight with the black dude? I don't remember. I don't watch boxing a lot, but it was a black dude and a white dude, and the black dude was like, he gonna whip his ass like an African tall nigga. And he
Wilder.
And Broner was
Wilder and
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury,
yeah. Remember that shit? He was talking all that shit.
But listen, the whole, you know why Tyson Fury won those fights against him? Because although Wilder was in really good shape, like
he was in excellent shape. I thought this nigga was 300 or something. I'm like, man, he about to win.
But it's proof. That right there is an example and proof that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Because Tyson Fury,
that's what Mike Tyson said when he fought, when he bit the ear. He was like,
Evander Holyfield.
He was like, he was like, I knew if I was trained, I'd whip his ass.
It was the fundamentals.
He was out of shape and he was off of powder, fucking all them girls. Why you didn't invite us, nigga?
Have you seen the pictures? Like, I've seen actual pictures with Mike Tyson and he got like a cloud of cocaine under his nose. Hell yeah. Like Tyson was going hard, bro. That nigga used to partay. Man, shout out to Mike Tyson. Shout out to the hot boxer.
But he did inspire me to try mushrooms. So yeah, that was a good experience though. Yeah, he did inspire me to do that one.
I didn't even know that he put niggas on shit like that.
Oh, bro, I watch his shout out to Mike Tyson podcast, but he always just got a bag of shrooms right there.
Hey, it was funny. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story you didn't even know. I had a homie that was like, nigga, we about to go do a casting call, and I was like, all right, nigga, I ain't got shit to do. So we actually did the casting call and got booked the same day. I was like, what the fuck? And guess what it was for? It was for Mike Tyson's daughter's party or something. And it was literally like Mike Tyson was right next to us. This nigga didn't say nothing to none of us, but he nodded because he wanted us to nigga, Mike Tyson. So we did do that. But I will say he was like the nicest person I met. I was surprised. He wasn't cocky. He was down to earth talking to everybody. Dope. Yeah, the tattoo still looked stupid though, but I'm sorry, Mike. Don't knock me out for that.
Yeah, man. But no, that's interesting to me though. Is I wonder how that's gonna turn out. Do you think that? I mean, are we really that far along with this with the clout chasing now, to where we really willing to put our hands on each other just to get a little bit of change and some spotlight?
Man, I don't know if y'all heard. I heard that shit on the radio the other day. I forgot who. Oh, Lil Bow Wow said this shit. So this is funny. He said that niggas are more clout chasers than females, and I agree. Being a club promoter, niggas be buying $2,000 bottles just to sit next to a celebrity, and I be like, whoa, what the fuck is going on?
Hey, bro, look, I was in Vegas. I went to Dre's, and Meek Mill was performing. So for like 2 hours, bro, 3 hours maybe. It was just a club, so people was just kind of roaming around doing their shit. But it was a VIP section, some steps right here where you can go, and the stage is in the middle. Bro, before Meek Mill came out, all women around it, right? Yeah. Bro, as soon as Meek Mill came out, the niggas was pushing the bras out the way to take pictures of this nigga and get themselves on camera. I was like, bro, look at these niggas. That's crazy. Why he didn't come out here to perform for y'all?
That's crazy.
Hey, bro, let me tell you a funny fact. This is a promoter fact in Hollywood. Did you know that all the promoters in Hollywood real job is to just bring girls in the club for free?
Oh yeah.
Do y'all know this? 100%. Our job is to literally bring 20 girls. And guess the rules is this: bring 20 girls and your 2 closest homies. That's how the tables are supposed to look. It's supposed to be 20 girls, 3 guys, 4 guys max.
I told you.
Each table. And then it's supposed to be promoter, celebrity, promoter, client, promoter, the host of the night. That's what it's supposed to be. Because around the celebrities, the aura is supposed to be female. Yeah. And recently, it's like a new rule in the promoter community. It's like no guys anymore. It's like because that guy will invite another guy, and then when they're in the club, they'll kick the girls out the section to stand at the table so they can look like bosses.
That's
some real shit.
Shit is crazy, bro.
Listen,
no.
I always kept a bunch of homegirls. Was not smashing, but I'll just go to the club. It'd be 10 of them. And I just show up to the club with them, bro. I get in for free. I drink for free. I ain't trying to be all like
that's
me
the difference, though. You
VIP.
came with 10 girls, so we respect that. If you're a promoter and you see a guy with 10 girls walking up into the line, you're gonna remind me of my boy Mill Ticket. That's how he walk up in the clubs. He usually do like 10 girls and just him. So if you can pull that off, we're gonna respect you. We're gonna be like, bro, you could be that dude with us at the table because that's commendable.
They get a section, bro. I get drinks, bro. I just be, you get a lot more going out with women. You
got all these girls by saying don't wear makeup. You got them to come to the club, and you was like, don't wear makeup.
They can wear makeup. I'm just meaning the ones. They can wear makeup. I just don't. Not nobody I'm really like dating.
So if you smashing them, they gotta wear no makeup.
My smash girls will wear makeup.
I don't know, bro.
I'm about to say you should change your name.
She gotta wipe all that shit off before we get it cracking. I don't want a mask on my pillow.
Yeah, on the pillow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they wake up and their whole face is on the fucking pillow. And
It's not. Maybe a little bit. I wouldn't be tripping. Just the caked on makeup. Bro. And when you hug them, it's on your shirt.
Have y'all ever heard this? I'm probably sure y'all have if y'all real players. I had a girl tell me that she only wear makeup to feel like she's in a movie or a commercial. So she's pretty much acting when she's out there. It's not about beauty to her. Yeah. It's more so like for me, if you ever notice that I wear hats when I go out. That's my comfort zone. Like, if I don't wear a hat,
because your head big,
I literally won't talk to nobody. If you ever see me in the club with even with a fresh haircut, bro, because I got a widow's peak, bro, I will not talk to nobody. I'll be in the cut in the dark. Ask my homie Ed. With a hat, I'm man, nigga, I'm talking to everybody. I'm trying to knock and do everything. Without a hat, I'm in the back, laid back, like.
I'm not shooting it down with just. The caked on stuff.
Use that makeup,
no eyeliner, stuff like that. I'm not tripping on.
Think about it. They selling booty in the club. They gotta have some kind of face mask on, bro. Think about it. If you're a girl in the club, you could be like, nah, you saw Trina. I'm Karina. Like you saw somebody else. Think about girls. They can change their hairstyle from short hair to long hair to blue to red to green. I'm pretty sure y'all probably smashed a girl 3 different times and thought she was somebody different. And then every time she went to your house, it was like, hey, nigga, you ain't changed your toilet paper yet or some shit.
And she's the same problem.
You thought you had a new chick. It's the same girl for 2 months ago.
Changed her hair, but she's still the same problem.
I don't like weaves. I don't be fucking with girls.
Wait.
Man, this nigga is a black hippie. He just go to trees and shit.
He really don't like weaves, though. He really don't.
I want to see a picture of the girl.
Even if I've talked to a girl that wore a weave, I'll tell her I don't like weaves and she take it out.
I want to see the girls you be talking to.
Hey.
They done some Mother Nature type of girls.
Okay.
Or they look like Erykah Badu. Those are the ones you talking about?
Okay,
you know
look, so listen. It's something else I want to get into, and then I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna let you talk. I want you to tell me a story about your journey. You know what I'm saying? It's something crazy, right? But we gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying?
Just gonna start right now.
But right now, hold on, because I want you to name drop. I want you to do all your Mike the Promoter shit. Drop them names.
I ain't mad, bro. I gotta be mad to name
nigga.
Like something that upset me real quick.
This is my day one right here. Hey, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take another break. All right, it's a little bit more Stack Smooth sounds. All right, little bitty taste, little snippet, little nibble of the independent movement going on the West Coast. All right, so make sure that you tap in, man, with us. We got a lot of things that's coming up. We're gonna have ticket giveaways. We got events coming up. A whole lot, man.
You can give away 5 tickets for Sunday.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. All right.
Cali's Finest Radio.
That's what we'll do. Hey, man. So tap in with the email, Cali's Finest Radio 1, CALISFINEST Radio, all one word, 1@gmail.com. All right. This is Stack Smooth Sounds, and you are tapped in with Cali's Finest Radio on Power Radio Nation live on iHeart. It's up, it's stuck, and it's never coming down. Let's do it. Ugh.
time for that shot. Benji. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out. Custom made, custom paid, walking like a boss. Sit down, be humble, I say you like the floss. Money, I get to it. Struggles, I live through it. Make it look too easy, wonder how the kid do it. Got him tripping, see him looking, yeah, they take me out. 9 times out of 10, I bag him, he gon' cash out. Bangs, waving the cash like a fan, man. Hot girl, but I ain't popping on no handstand. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out. Check lil' mama, she on fire. Stage 3 heat alert, gone and retire. I got them going up, live on the wire. I turn it up, flood it out, make them go, hey, why? To the cash, yeah, I get it, put out the mask and I'm with it. I'm not the average, now listen, I'm not the one to be dissing. Got my own shit on your nigga wish list. He done dropped the dough, but he still ain't in it. Promise pussy, I promise it go a long way. Don't think that you gon' get it, cause you got your fucking cash straight. I got my own cake, pop, show me how to bake. Stack it up, break it down, nigga, you can hit the gate. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out. Light it up like a cannon, I'm about to let it loose. Straight shooter, head buster, call it breaking news. Can't dodge these bullets, they right in front of you. High lows coming at these niggas, ain't no bulletproof. Still got my fucking name in they mouth. When the kid touch down, bet I bring the whole city out. Ain't red bottoms, more like boss shoes. Take more than you to do what I do. Here to take a lot of crippin' just to feel these shoes. Been through a whole lot of struggles, you can't buy this jewel. Give me 1, 2, 3 for the bad bitches. Give you a definition of a real bad bitch. Own car, own house, got her own money. And when it come to the, she ain't no crash dummy. Got her own mind, stay on her own grind. Even on the worst days, baby girl still shine. In the pit of my struggle, I'm still a bad bitch. In my own league, baby, check your atlas. Beast mode, play the game like a savage. Walk like, talk like, yeah, you know I'm that bitch. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out. You see me hop out that thing. You see me popping in the club. You see me holding down the block, pulling bags out. Hot girl, I ain't trying to put the flame out.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. I know you won't, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick and proud aunt. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing. But not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. 1 in 6. That little girl sitting alone at the playground, she can't play like the other kids. She doesn't have the energy because she's hungry. School lunch will be her only meal today. It breaks my heart that this is the reality in our country, but it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. This food is then provided to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about using your imagination, learning, and having fun. These children shouldn't have to miss out on simply being a kid because they're hungry. To find out how you can help end childhood hunger in your community, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
My life ain't perfect, but I'm steady perfecting. Your pockets stay broke, you worry about being accepted. Niggas can't take rejection, niggas is bitches, they stay in their feelings. Oh, I just, we gon' make a million, we gon' make a killing. Show my hands to the wrong bitches and they plotted on me. But I'm so real, if you ain't got it, you know I got it on me. And I ain't lying, I'm on something like I got it on me. But if you pull that shit on me, you better open fire, homie. I ain't one of them bitches acting like I'm thuggin'. But if you touch my G, better respect it something. I'm on some new shit now, I'm tired of clubbing. Had to get it out the mud, and nobody gave me nothing. I'ma make you feel it, I'ma make you feel it. Oh, 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 I'ma make you feel it, I'ma make you feel it. Yeah, 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 I'ma make you feel it, I'ma make you feel it. Yeah, 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 I'ma make you feel it, I'ma make you feel it. Yeah, yeah, I feel off real bad. Hey, bumpy roads in the past. Thought them relations would last. I got me assessed and I passed. Shit gon' change one day, man, I'm just banking on it. They saying that you fake, they notice that you changing on them. But I better, cause life ain't for the complacent, homie. I don't want what God again, cause I ain't saying on me. Back when I was saying it, I ain't found my daughter mission. I knew that I was gifted, now I'm paying attention. Shit that's right in front of me. Ton of vision, and I don't care about who in front of me. I drop bitches, and now they say they got a crush on me. But bitches is fraud, they don't know nothing about no loyalty. I'ma make you feel it, I'ma make you feel it. Oh, 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 I'ma make you feel it, I'ma make you feel it. Yeah, 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 I'ma make you feel it, I'ma make you feel it. Yeah, 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 I'ma make you feel it, I'ma make you feel it. Yeah, yeah.
One in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm gonna take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Innovative.
Yeah. Hey. He's back in his biatch. But look here. All right. So I want to talk about this now. This is very important because we are all in some type of way our content creators. You know what I'm saying? So Gonzalez versus Google. Is that ringing the bell for any one of you guys? No?
I know Google, but I don't remember Gonzalez.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's sound like a lawsuit.
Yes, it's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
This is Gonzalez versus Google. The Supreme Court is going to rule if websites can be held liable for the content that is uploaded. So that means Instagram.
They should be though.
Honestly, I think it's the the consumer. If you post yourself killing somebody or getting killed or doing anything like that, that's you.
Okay, okay, wait. Let me set it up. Where this is coming from is that basically, like channels like YouTube, a lot of people feel they should be held accountable for. They're like ISIS promotes a lot of their stuff on platforms like YouTube, right? And they're allowed to.
They're a promotional platform.
Because it's strict, but hold on. Because it's, the freedom of speech of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now the Supreme Court is right now they're ruling. They're going to be ruling on. Is right so far. The internet has been wide open. Okay, like you can't really govern it like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's protected by Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Mm-hmm. What they're working on right now is to appeal that act to what's the word for it? To amend it, to change it.
If Gonzalez wins, you might as well shut down your podcast.
This is what we getting at, right? Yeah. Because it's just like if we play a song on this show and that song contains something derogatory to, or somebody takes it as derogatory, excuse me.
Somebody will.
Then they could sue us as an entity because of that.
Is Gonzalez a man?
Well, I don't.
Gonzalez is the last name of whoever.
I know somebody.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't. All I know is that's the name of the court case.
It's a Hispanic Karen, probably. Or
well,
something.
I mean, who knows?
But it's not gonna get nothing, bro. Only time anything moves is when white women start complaining. White women, they complain.
Gonzalez can be a white woman, but this is what I will say. I hope it does happen and Gonzalez win, because that means all you motherfuckers gonna have to go back to the nightclubs, and that's where I'm at. You can't be on no play. You gonna go viral with me, nigga. Pinky, nigga.
The question I got is, should these websites be held accountable for what's content uploaded? The reason why I kind of agree, not that it should be completely because there's two options they said here, okay? Either they can rule that now these restrictions are going to be there and those protections. Yeah, it's mandated now. That means that a lot of these sites are going to take precautionary measures,
which they already are doing.
To keep you, like, you could say, you know what I mean, like if they feel like you bullying in any way or it's too sexual or anything.
I got something for you. I don't know if y'all remember the Uber show that was on Hulu. Did y'all watch that? Mm-mm. So pretty much it even shows you game in the Uber show. So in the Uber show, what happened was, like, it was disrespectful content coming onto the platform, and so they have a lawyer that comes from an outside company that gives you a set of rules, and when you get those set of rules, this is what's going to happen in this situation. Mm-hmm. You follow those rules, and then the court would. It's like pretty much, it's like a get out of jail free card. So the judge is basically saying, "Hey, you didn't know that you couldn't do this, so I'm gonna give you this time frame to get your act in order. And if you get your act in order, I won't pursue this lawsuit on you." So the platforms, if you notice, because I posted a bully, like a dog, on my Instagram, but I didn't say where this dog was from. I just posted a dog, and it says, "We do not have this type of content on the platform because we don't want to." You know how a lot of people are dog lovers, even though it was nothing bad. It was just a picture of a dog, and I was like, "For sale," and I guess that for sale part was bad for like Instagram platform. Right. So if you post weed and money, they'll take it off. And in a music video, if you're too naked, they won't let you advertise it. So that's by them doing that. I know for a fact that the Gonzalez thing is not going to pan out because they're already following instructions. So you got to remember, it's your phone. A platform is a tool. That's like using a hammer or a gun. We didn't tell you to shoot. We didn't tell you to hammer somebody's head, but you did that. So the first thing is you're in trouble for it. And now if that website or that internet saw it or didn't detect it in time or erase it, now they're liable to an extent, but not to where they will be banned. They'll probably be fined. Yeah, they're a $1 billion company, so fines ain't shit to them. That's just the real answer.
I don't know why you're trying to ban stuff on anything anyway, like Twitter or any of this, because kids just got to go to their phone and type in Pornhub. Whatever
that's
they want to
true.
see, bro. It's other sites.
But what about kids?
This is the land of the free. You're supposed to be accessible. It's how you monetize it to yourself. Yeah. So if you go on Pornhub and start jacking off in public, you're gonna go to jail. Yeah. But if you do it inside of your home, it's all good.
But what about the kids that didn't have the intention on seeing that? Because if you go to Instagram, like a lot of people will debate that the content. I was watching a video the other day, and a female was talking about, "Look, I'm all for freedom of speech, but I just saw some female butthole on my Instagram reels."
Let me ask you a question, brother.
I love it.
No. I'm just asking you a question.
This reminds me of Rotten.com.
We 80s kids. We 80s babies.
80s babies.
How old were you when you first saw your naked woman? Was it before 10?
Oh yeah.
And guess who that?
And that was without what? That was without internet.
No. You know what the first thing people you always see? A cousin or a family member.
Yeah, that's true.
The second thing you see is friends from school.
Like neighbor and stuff.
No, friends from school.
Me, it was a neighbor.
not the rule. I'm gonna get to the neighborhood. The freshman school put it in your head, so your neighbors became the target because they're the closest to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Sexuality is if you go back in Mayan culture or African culture, they're naked all the time because the mom teaches the daughter.
No, I mean a naked grown woman. How old were you, bro? When you first saw your, whether it was video in
Everybody
person, no matter
in here,
what, bro.
Hey, look, ain't the rules for LA lose your virginity before 16? Ain't you
was
about
before
16? That's like 10th, 11th grade or something.
At 16,
right?
I don't want to talk about it.
So what kind of question?
You get what I'm saying? That's without internet. That's without phones in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jeb, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And my uncle had porn everywhere. You always had an
the tapes,
uncle.
the
bro, the VHS, bro. Bro,
Black
I know
Booties
everybody
46?
in here saw a naked grown woman before they was 10. Whether it was on video.
No, what was one of the
pictures, or
coldest
whatever.
names that y'all ever remember? I think it was Inside Booty Volume 3 or so. It used to be like weird names.
Mine.
Bang Brothers.
Assault That Ass. That was the
wow,
name.
That's technical right there.
The name of the tape was Assault That Ass.
There was a lot of white folks in that.
Yeah, well, hey, the cover had like this way. The white girl was caked up though, but it was.
Who remember
to this day?
Who remember the Showtime? What was that Lifetime? What was it? What channel they used to show like it wasn't porn, but it was like you could see titties and thighs. No,
It
what
was
was,
HBO. Skinemax.
no, what was the real name of that shit though?
Cinemax.
No, it had a name for that shit like
soft
something
porn.
after dark or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Cinemax After Dark.
Even BET had BET After Dark.
BET
Remember?
After Dark. Oh,
That's we all saw Nelly slide that
Nelly
credit
was the
card.
only nigga that had the thong song.
Man,
Tip
that was it, bro. Tips
Hey,
was the
I
shit.
want to ask
we-
y'all
yeah.
niggas a real question.
Okay.
Did
I'm
y'all
gonna tell
do
you
some
watch
weird
that
shit
video.
to that song when y'all was in the room by yourselves?
Bro,
Hey, everybody nodding their head in here. We all did. Hey, Nelly,
No lies,
you a guy for that one right
But you
there.
can't really
Uncle Luke should have been Uncle Luke the one that really started that type
people
of
from
shit.
seeing nothing,
See,
bro.
look, that goes back into what I was saying earlier. So Uncle Luke is the first nigga to go viral with the booties, but he didn't get no publicity. Now you got niggas like Nelly doing Tip Drill. Before Tip Drill, it was Uncle Luke.
It was Uncle Luke.
Who was before Uncle Luke? I don't even think it's a nigga
was
before
the
him.
man. Yeah, 2 Live Crew and all, that was
The name says it all.
So okay, so all right. Before we get out of here, Mike, I want you to tell me a quick story about the business. You've been doing it for a long time. So just tell me a story about when you bumped into somebody that you didn't think you would, or just a situation you ended up in with some people that you like, damn, like, wow.
All right, okay. So I'm gonna keep this one simple then. You just want me to tell you? Say that again. The question?
Yeah, just tell me a story. Tell me a story about when you was like, you was promoting something and you met such and such you couldn't believe, or just a crazy night, or.
I'll give you a night. I have so many nights, bro. This is hard to. But I remember one specifically. My boy Rodell introduced me to BMF. And this is when Secret Sunday was at its prime, and I was like one of the new urban promoters for LA. They literally said you have a niche. That was the word they used for me. Like, you have a niche at getting hoes and people to the club. And that was because our whole lifestyle has been a party. Everything before, like me and my homie Ed, he introduced me to clubs when I was like 13, 14. We used to go to the Soda Pop, the Mixed Nuts, and we actually was in high school working for a club called 212. If anybody remember 212, they're the ones that brought Tyga out. They brought out B2K. Nigga, they brought me out. Nigga, so DJ Bad from Power 106 or 90. I think he on 92 or Power 106. DJ Bad was our DJ. So DJ Bad is a nigga. I wouldn't even call him a nigga because he's like one of those pro-African. He likes to be respected. DJ Bad is one of them dudes that really, really, really started from the bottom. He was doing this when we was in high school 20 plus years, and he just got on the radio. So I have DJ Charisma, my homegirl. But let me just go back to the story though. So we did all these parties, and I was in awe because my homies always taught me to be player. Like, they were always pretty boys. So their whole thing was dress good, get the girls, but don't force yourself on them. Let them come to you. So I used that strategy in my whole life, and so that's how I treated the promoting business. So when I was at Cal State Northridge, I was doing all the parties. Like, literally, I was literally like Fresh Prince with the radio boombox. I literally walked into the dorm hallways and I set up my speakers and played it, and everybody came out their dorm, and I did all the dorm room parties. I go to prison, get out 2 years later, 3 years later type shit, and the first day out, this nigga was like, "Oh, my name Rydell. I'm Compton AV's booking manager. We got a show with Sugar Free tonight, and we want to do this for your birthday. Everybody's on the block. We on 80th and Vermont. Oh no, we on 80th and Budlong, South Central, real South Central, and." It was just like they had barbecue for me, white Remy. I was surprised. Like, nigga, it's white Remy now? Like, nigga, it was crazy. But that night we ended up going to a club called Element or Empire. It was one of those two. I think it was Element. That's the one that's off of Cahuenga. So we get there, first day out of jail. You know how a nigga normally feel like, nigga, the world look like the Matrix to you. I'm literally partying with Sugar Free, drinking Hennessy. I see all these people that I did parties with 3-4 years in the past. So one of the homies was like, "Hey, bro, we know you just got out, but do you want to be a club promoter?" And they brought the owner. The owner walked up to me and was like, "Hey, if you could bring people, I'll give you $1,500 to see what you could do." The following week, we came back 100 deep. Then gave me the $1,500, and I never looked back. And I'm one of the promoters that started the word promoter, because a lot of people get that confused. It used to be guest list. People used to say, "Hey, I'm on Andre Watkins' guest list." My homie, I'm gonna tell you, this is another true story. We was at the homie BB before RIP, my boy BB. He was a school teacher, and he was really like somebody out here giving people LLCs and stuff like that. But on the back end, he'll sell you weed, powder, whatever. So he used to be at a party house, and I don't mean to say that in a negative way, because without him, I wouldn't be my promoter. So one day we over there getting fucked up after a party, and my homie Wooder was like, "Nigga, you should be you." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You know, we high as fuck." So I'm like, "Nigga, we high, drunk and shit." I was like, he was like, "No, you should be you." The homie Ed is right here. I was like, "Yeah, everybody know you for you." So they speaking wisdom, but I'm faded and I'm not interpreting it. So we literally, the homie took a picture of me, and the nigga that be cutting our hair, that was actually BB's homie, was like, "Oh, I do logos and designs on the side." So we gave that nigga that picture through a text message. The next day, that nigga created my logo.
That's right.
The infamous Mike the Promoter is a real picture of me.
That's,
And then the homie was like, "What should your name be?" I was like, "Nigga, I ain't never had a nickname unless I'm gonna use like a hood gang banging name, like whatever, you know, you know, our side of town."
Yeah, where we
and I was like, "Nah, we're not gonna do that. Everybody know me because of me." So the homie was like, "So what kind of work you want to do?" I was like, "Shit, I want to promote parties." And the homie was like, "Well, then Mike the Promoter." And this is one of the homies that you would never think would have that knowledge. He was like, "Mike the Promoter." I was like, "Oh, that's shit. Right. Mike the Promoter it is."
Hey, that right there, bro.
Changed the game.
It did, bro. You still ugly,
legend, bro.
I just want you
That's
to know
the thing. Being ugly is what saved me, bro. Because you got to remember, whenever you draw an ugly nigga, look, whenever you draw an ugly nigga, I'm the leprechaun out here, nigga. I'm stealing all your gold.
Hey,
nigga.
That's a fact. Hey, let me tell you something. When I tell you this man, when he want to, can pop out with, like, you ever seen them African motherfuckers with all them damn chains? Like, he really can do that. like his neck about to like stretch out. Like, oh God. But look, we in the twilight of the show, so I want everybody to get an opportunity to drop their platforms, promote what they got to promote. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that, Mike. Let the people know how they can get in contact with you and what you currently got going on.
Oh, I just want to say this last thing before we get to the details. The only thing I want to say to all my people, it don't matter what race or religion or background you are, it's not about what you're doing or how you're doing it. It's about staying consistent, and consistency is key. People always forget that. They always think if I'm going to start off with 2 t-shirts and that's going to make me famous, or I'm going to be on this podcast or go viral one day. No. All the people that you ever seen before you has been doing this shit for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You only saw the day they blew up. People like me saw them because I used to book those same artists and DJs and promoters y'all like so much. They started with me, and some of them surpassed me with money. And the thing in life, you can never be jealous of somebody doing it faster than you, because God has their own path for you. I've been doing this shit for over 15, 20 years, living in Hollywood, taking trips and all that shit. But in the common eye, they'll be like, "Oh, my nigga Mike, the Promoter, humble. If you ain't humble, you ain't gonna be shit." And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's right. Tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Mike the Promoter. It's that simple. I don't really care. I don't want to say I don't really care. I just try to be low key. So if you want to do business, it has to be a real like plan. Don't call me to promote your mixtape and you only got a $60 budget. Like if you serious,
might cost you a little. Might cost you a lot,
but it's
gonna cost you.
But I know for a fact though, you could tell me you only got $200 to your name and you really want to do it, and if I believe in you, I will help you.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's how I got my whole start. Like that's
I got it. Just you gotta have that. Like honestly, bro, you gotta have that ambition. Like everybody that I was ever raised around with, if they said they're gonna do something, they always did it. So in my eye, if you tell me you're gonna do it, you only got a few chances. And if I see you
but
for
you
a
run
five,
into a lot of niggas that ain't gonna do it. Though.
I don't care if you smoke weed or do pills or sherm or crack. If you say you're gonna do something and you still do it, I'm not gonna judge you because that's not my job. That's between you and God. So just do what you say, and I'm gonna support you. I promise you on that.
Hey, that's word right there. Shooter.
Si, senor. You already know what it is. I just got news that Jerry Jones told Dak Prescott that he gonna give him one more year, and if he don't produce this year, he's out of here.
He's out of here.
But that is my team.
I'm gonna put a fart sound in right there.
I don't care.
So you say that.
I don't care.
When I edit this, I'm putting a fart sound.
I don't care.
I don't know how you niggas
say Prescott.
I don't know. He sucks.
I don't know how you niggas. I don't know how you niggas be following these football organizations, and if you Google them, they never won a championship in 79 years. That should let you know that these niggas don't know what they doing.
Nah, man, look.
Like, I'm the Cowboys.
We got robbed. My Niners got robbed.
Cowboys Stadium.
No, y'all didn't.
My Niners got robbed, but that's another story for another day. But yeah,
I didn't, bro. You already know who it is. It's your boy Respect the Shooter. You can find me on Instagram at Ford Boys Films. That's Ford, like the car.
BB.
Boys with an S. Films with an S. But if you really want to find me, you can find me at hashtag Your Girlfriend Knows My Real Name.
Let's shout out the niggas in the background because this is shit I was talking about. Niggas don't like to be humble.
You have to address me as Respect the Shooter.
Respect the Shooter. Can you shout out the homies in the background because niggas never do this. We got TB,
TB,
the producer.
Well, I kind of did.
My nigga God Body.
My guy.
We got Terrence Howard's son on the motherfucking
Killer Cam,
electronics.
Crazy Cam, cool ass Cam.
All right, are we done with Mike's Finest Radio? Can we get back to that?
No, it's called Cali's Finest Radio. Don't never disrespect me. I'm the promoter king, nigga.
Hey, Cam's so cool. This how he get mad. He be like,
that nigga turning red. He light skinned and this nigga turning red.
Well, no, what did you say to me though? See, now we gotta go outside and fight. That's how Cam get mad. I ain't got.
I think I'm gonna have to punch somebody in their face.
Hey, y'all, hold on. Y'all better be scared of this nigga. Before he tell you this, he already gonna slash your tires. He gonna make sure there ain't no Wi-Fi, so you ain't escaping at all.
He like he the Wayne Brady of innovative culture. That's like he gonna like do cool ass Cam gotta slap a bitch.
But look though, hey man,
he's like nigga,
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. This is your boy that's always mean and got them promos. It's oh so clean. That's right, the promo king himself. Product. 5 stacks and counting.
Hold on. I gotta stop him. Hey, 5 stacks. I want to shout you out. I just want to say this about my nigga 5 stacks. This nigga was annoying, and I thought he was a midget, but he really wasn't. Hey, this nigga really, really works every single day. And the thing that I like the most about him, because I told this nigga this shit a long time ago, I fuck with hustlers, but he fuck with the black community. I fuck with all communities, but black community is like passionate in my heart. You know, I'm Belizean, my dad Jamaican. But this nigga always, he never ever lets me do a party without booking black talent.
Yeah, that's a fact. I gotta do that.
And I'm gonna give you that.
I appreciate them flowers, man. Hey man, if you want to
do flowers, nigga. That's some juice and gin, nigga.
All right, well there we go. I take my juice and gin. Man. Hey man,
see, this how they be getting us with the gay community. They start having niggas saying flowers, having niggas wearing purses. We ain't gonna do that, bro.
No, we not.
Let me ask you. The only time,
why is it every week? The only time my contract is threatened every goddamn week.
Every no disrespect. Hey, look, I have no problem
it's
with
not
the
like
community.
that. It's just freedom.
Flowers only goes to 2 things: RIPing a family member or giving it to your first date or your mom. Where else do we give somebody flowers? So when they start saying flowers, it sounds cute. Because we're gonna say this: we appreciate your business and the nature.
You said the first date.
Hold on. What it comes from?
You ain't no gentleman.
Okay, wait. I want to close.
You take flowers to a girl on the first date?
Hey, no.
Bro, I don't know what he talking about.
Bro, you the main nigga that be out there in nature.
I'm a player, bro. I'm a player. I ain't never on the first date.
You can't pick a lily, nigga.
Like I said, the first date, I'm gonna take her some flowers. For what?
We getting in trouble.
No.
We getting scolded.
Let me close. So listen, if you want to get in contact with me, then you can tap in with my Instagram. That's 5stacks_showcase. That's 5stacks_showcase. You need to book me, or you want to send in some music. If you want to send in some music, tap in with Stack Smooth Sounds. Cali's Finest Radio 1, CALIS.
Weed Raps this Sunday. We got the Read Raps event. I got the Battle Rap event. We got I was about to say
you in it?
No, I'm not in the battle.
No, I'm gonna get him in the Battle Raps, bro. We already discussed that.
This guy right here, bro. I've been knowing him 20 years, bro. I met him at a job. When I tell you, when we was in the truck, no.
You ever gave him flowers?
No.
Hold on, Shooter. Where the flowers come from, real quick? That come from the ancient, in the Coliseum. When they would win battles, they would throw roses at their feet. That's a genuine masculine.
You know who picked up them roses? The niggas. So I don't appreciate them flowers.
But look, bro, I met him at a job. We worked together, and he was showing me what to do. We worked at Render Center, so we had to do a lot of deliveries. TVs when I tell you, every day in that truck, bro, he rapped I'm talking about every day.
So this nigga really want to be a rapper?
Every day. No, he don't. He's not. It probably was a time, I don't know, but it probably was a time he wanted to be that. But when we met, that's what he did. Hey, bro, you got a beat on you. You know, I got some instrumentals with me.
Hear a verse?
Right?
No, I gotta call the show.
But bro, to be continued. Bro. I told you I ain't gonna let you retire, bro. I'm not letting it happen.
We're gonna call you Little Biscuit.
I'm not letting it happen.
That's gonna be your rap name, Little Biscuit. You know how everybody got the Little Biscuit. Little Biscuit. I'm a little nigga biscuit. Nah, this was
and on that note,
that was hard though. That was about to go.
And on that note, we're gonna go ahead
and Biscuit.
Close the show, Mike.
You said you invite me, nigga. I'm promoted. I'm a radio.
My bad, bro. It's the shots, man. I gave him the shots.
That nigga gave me free liquor. I ain't paying for that shit.
But yes, so listen.
I'm tripping off you giving flowers on the first date. She ain't do nothing to deserve that.
Oh, okay. Hold on. All right, listen. So listen, man. Make sure that y'all tap in with us every Thursday at 8 p.m. on Power Radio Nation, streaming live on iHeartRadio. This is Cali's Finest Radio, and never forget that you are tapped in with the greatest, the best, the finest radio that you will ever come in contact with. West Coast, we out here. West Coast. Ladies and gentlemen of the California Trap Trinity, hold on to your Kush blunts and your lace fronts. This is your number one choice for entertainment. It's your boy that always shine and keep the promos right on time. That's right, the promo king himself. Product 5 stacks and count.
You already know who it is. It's your girlfriend's favorite cameraman, Respect the Shooter.
And you are listening to Cali's Finest on Power Radio Nation, broadcast live on
iHeartRadio.
Let's go.
Innovative.